And I believe we are live now. So Abigail and I are both running a little bit behind, and we're just trying to get our stuff gathered up. Hello, hello.
Hello, everyone. Let me get my comments up so I can see what's happening.
Yeah, I got to go to my channel and pull up my comments too.
Hello, Robert. Hello, Grace. Hello, Gail. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Gail. Oh, I said that twice. Hello, twice. Hello, Nicole Sowers. Grace. Gail. I'm so out of it. Oh my God, the heat is getting to my brain. The heat is just liquefying my brain.
Liquefying. Oh, Poppy's wanting up on the bed.
Poppy, get.
Lay down. She likes getting under the blanket.
Aww.
Let me get myself situated. If I can. So is that me or you?
No, that's me.
Okay. I was like, oh, because I had alarm set on my phone too.
I had a 5-minute alarm. I said, all right, just to remind yourself at 12:50 or 11:55, you need to get ready. And then I snoozed it, not turned it off. So it's 12:04. So my phone's like, did you do it yet?
Did you do it? Okay, let me find the comments too. Live chat. Happy to see you too, Robert. Grace says if I'm awake in 30 minutes still, I will join in the fun. If not, I'm saying good day and howdy now. Laugh out loud. Yes, it's 1:35 a.m. there. Ugh. Oh, work alarm goes off at 5. Grace, go to bed. Gail's listening and driving for a bit. So, Gail, we may have to ask you in a little bit. Abigail and I were chit-chatting before the live, and there was something that we were talking about, and Abigail said, well, we'll ask Gail. She takes notes.
I did say that.
Hey, Deborah. Nicole. Urelli's here. Again, Urelli, there was no murdering. I think this is just, this isn't going to be a Murderous Monday. We're going to call it, maybe there's murder, but probably not Mondays.
So we've discussed, I told Jenny that my boss has put me on the schedule for like 3 Mondays in a row. So we may have to potentially temporarily move things around. And if we end up doing it on Friday, we might as well just call it Frick Frack Friday, because or fraternization or whatever. Because if y'all saw the episode, in my head they smashed. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, she says they smashed, and I'm like, no, they didn't really, but
in my head they smashed.
I wish that they had it, but they did not. I do not believe. However, she was
in my head they smashed.
She was like going for it, and he's like, nah, I got you. You know what I mean? I got you, babe.
Hey, whatever works, but in my head they smashed.
Okay. Okay.
I need this. Thank you. Let me have this.
So now that is out of the way, which I'm sure we'll discuss it in a little bit. Fornication Fridays.
There we go. Fornication Fridays.
Oh, mercy.
Love it.
Love it. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. I got coffee.
Oh my goodness. Papa get Dale.
Good stuff. Okay. So, Grace says, so lying here and listening, but won't necessarily be on the chat. Love you all. Love you too, Grace. I'm still working on Mother Earth. Abigail, what are you working on now, girlfriend?
Medusa, but I'm kitting an old kit down so I can start kitting, because I have this extra time before I actually have to jump into a kit for an event. So I'm kind of like kitting everything down and kitting everything up. I'm in the process of starting the process of kitting up Murderous for Chris's non-event event.
Not an event.
Yeah. It's a mermaid for his sea creature thing. I feel like it's like a 28 by 50. I feel like I could do it pretty, like, I mean, I don't know. Let me look at the canvas. There's not really all that much color blocking. It's quite a bit of confetti. But it's like line work, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I could do it quickly. So that'll probably be my little side piece in between Moon Goddess for May. So
Robert says, coffee, 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 and tea. Cheers, Robert. Yeah, I'm still working on Mother Earth, so it sounds like, Abigail, you got some goody stuff on the way. Can you tell that I did a little something right here in the Mother Earth's belly? Can you even tell?
I see some sparklers in the clouds, maybe.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, I did put sparklers. Now, right here is white AB, but I had already done that. I think I'll probably pull those up and put the sparklers in too. But those sparklers are beautiful, man.
They are.
So what's new, said Chantel. What's new? I got new nails. New nails.
Oh, I took mine off. I did my laundry the other day, and they just kept popping off, and I was like, you know what? They want to be free, so I'm going to give them a week or two with just, like, freedom.
Freedom? I don't think you're going to be able to go that long.
If I feel really naked, but also at the same time, it feels like, I don't know. I feel like they deserve it. They've been working with me for so long.
Well, I had mine. I took mine off. I don't remember. It was either Friday. I think it was Friday I took them off. I don't remember. But anyway, by last night, I had them everyone chewed down. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm putting my nails back on. So Chantel says, we know you did your laundry. Jeez.
I did it all too.
Deborah says, you can do it.
Thanks. I'm gonna give it the old college try.
Give it a try. So the Murderous Monday, or the Good Girls, who was shocked about who Rio's boss was?
I didn't get it at first.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna be honest. At first, I didn't get it. Like, I thought it was a joke. Like, I thought that they were like, I'm the boss, or this is my boss. And she was like, I'm just his grandma. Like, I thought he was, like, genuinely taking her home to meet the family.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. I kind of wondered the same thing. And I still even kind of wonder.
Same.
But because they never, like, outright, like, said that they were, like, a, like, mobster banger kind of family, you know?
And I'm pretty sure John Grisham is Christian literature.
Oh, is it?
Like, heavily Christian literature. Not like, oh, it has biblical themes. I mean, like, it's heavily Christian.
Well, it's obvious that, did you see the pictures? It looked like one of the pictures was of someone standing behind a pulpit. They were a preacher.
Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. He's a legal thriller author. Who is it that's a Christian one then? I don't know. Whatever. I was close. I knew he was an author.
He was an author, right? But there was the one picture, like the family picture on the bookcase, and it looked like to me that the guy was like standing behind like a pulpit, like a, and then I could have totally mistaken that, but there was like praying hands, and so I kind of wonder, they're not a religious family. But at the same time, I'm like, but are they really?
Depends on what kind of murderous things they get up to. So I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I don't know. But there was a lot of tension between Rio and brother/cousin. Like, what was that all
Screw
about?
his cousin. Screw him.
Who? I mean, what was that about, reckon?
I don't like him.
I don't know, but Robert says he has all of his books. John Grisham.
Oh, really?
Very cool.
Are they good?
He's a very popular author.
Yeah.
And for you to be a booktuber, how do you not know who John Grisham is?
I know who John Grisham is. I knew he was an author.
Oh, mm-hmm.
I thought he was a Christian author. I gotta figure out which one's a Christian author because I swear it's John too.
You'll say the name and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's right. But yeah, the cousin or brother, like, I don't know what that was about though. I don't understand why he was like cousin and he's like brother and he's like cousin. I'm like, that was just,
I don't like him.
And then Rio got really offended whenever when she said, oh, you can, I'm just Beth. And he's like, okay, Elizabeth. And he looked at him like he was going to cut his head off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was like, the boy is acting like he's a little bit like, no, you didn't.
Now I'm Googling it so that I can tell you. I think it's Chosen by Ted Decker might be it. I don't, it's like, oh, no, it's The Left Behind by Tim LaHaye. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I knew it was a popular author. My breed of thrillers is not John Grisham's breed of thrillers. I can guarantee you that. I like a little bit of spice. And most of the stuff that I read is very, very spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has a little bit of like an R rating.
Some of them, I don't even mean to. I just buy books that other people are like, this is great, you should read it. And I go and I read it and I'm like, oh my goodness. I mean, it's not bad. It's just not like, would not recommend to my grandma.
I don't know though. I mean, my grandma, God love her heart, she used to have like a ton of Harlequin romance novels, which I know that those are not nearly as spicy as some, but back in the day, those were pretty daggone spicy,
Those get hella spicy. Those really do get pretty spicy. My mom used to read them too. I'm sorry, but if there was a shirtless man sitting on a fence and something about broken down cowboy, not broke back. I said broken down cowboy. That's spicy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but Chantel says, you mean C.S. Lewis? He's a Christian author.
No, he's the one that wrote the one series that I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, Fabio. Lord have mercy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I never was a big Fabio fan. Don't get me wrong, love the hair, but not the face so much.
He was on so many book covers, and it's like, if you've read one book, don't you feel like you've read them all because of the fact that, like, I don't know, whatever.
It's funny though, because thinking back now, because my grandma was like a little old Baptist woman, okay? She
Yes.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, what is it?
Dale's calling me.
Answer it. Answer it. It's okay. Answer it.
I don't
If it
know if I
interrupts the stream.
can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me mute my mic.
Okay, so right now I'm kitting up or starting to make the labels for Murderous. Check to make sure. Testing. Can you hear me even though she's not there? Just testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. ABC. Testing. 11, 12, 34, 86. Can you hear me? Okay, perfect. So I am kitting up for Chris's non-event event, the sea creature one. I know it starts in May, but I have a big old project to complete in May. So I want to waste no time and I want to start kitting up immediately. So that's what I'm doing. I'm kitting up my little mermaid, Murderous. So where it is, there it is. This way, Murderous. And that's what I am kitting up this this chat. I do have another painting that once I finish kitting this one up, if I finish in this live show, if I finish it, I will go back to I have, where is it? I'm working on, oh good.
Sorry about that.
Where is it? This one. I'm working on this one if I do finish kitting up. Oh good, I'm glad you're back. Let's see. Okay. So you were saying something about your grandma. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to know. Yeah, she was a Baptist grandma. Old Baptist grandma, you said.
Oh yeah, old Baptist. And by old Baptist, I mean like she like I don't know. You just if you know whenever you think of an old Baptist woman, you know, you can imagine what I'm talking about.
Right.
So anyway, whenever I was younger and I would like go down in the basement or into her bedroom and like look through her books, and I found the Harlequin romance books, and I was like, I had never read one before, you know, and so I would like go through her books and find 2 or 3 that I wanted to read, and she was like, "Oh no, honey, you can't read those." Like, okay, so then that made me even more interested, you know.
Right,
And
right.
Chantel, my family is actually Pentecostal as well, but my grandmother was Baptist. So whenever I was younger, we were raised Baptist, but then we switched churches and go to a Pentecostal church now. But anyway, the back to the books. Whenever I read the first one, because I snuck them, you know, in the house, so I'm like, okay, now I understand why my little grandma didn't want me to take this book home. And then in my mind, I'm thinking, Grandma. Oh, Lord. It's just so funny.
Oh my goodness. I'm really messing up here. It's okay. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. So anyways, let's tell that story that you were going to tell us. Do tell. The nappy.
Oh, the bus story?
Yeah, tell us about your nap.
Abigail, I had messaged her like at 20 minutes till noon because I knew that she had told me earlier this morning she was going to lay down and take a nap. And I was like, okay. So I messaged her and she's like, I didn't end up taking a nap. She said, but I'll take one after our live. And I was like, okay. And I said, remind me to tell you the story of the time whenever I took a nap and slept through the bus stop. And she's like, oh, God, okay. So what had happened was I laid down back. This was a few years ago. So way COVID and all that, you know. And I decided to lay down, take a nap when Eli got on the bus. And at that time, no, it was 3:15 when he got home off the bus, or 3:30-ish at that time. But apparently I slept through the bus stop. They like dropped the bus because we live out in the country. It's not an actual bus stop. They stop at each house, you know. And all of a sudden, I heard like clang, bang, 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 bang on my front door, and I'm like, "What in the world?" The dog's barking, you know. At that time, I only had Pepper, and Poppy wasn't here then, and Pepper was barking her head off. So I jump up, like half addled, to go to the front door, and I throw the door open, and it's my neighbor across the road, and she's like, "They've been beeping the horn out here for a couple minutes." And I'm like, look down at the end of the driveway, and there was a school bus, and I'm like, oh my God. And there was like cars behind the bus because they were waiting. Oh. And I get to the bus, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But that was the first and only time I had ever done that. And I felt like a complete and like the worst mom on the planet, you know?
Oh.
I felt so bad.
It's a good story, though.
I was like, how long did you guys sit here? And she said, we were only here like 2 or 3 minutes. And I'm like, well, it was enough time for there to be like a mile-long wait behind you of cars. And as I'm tromping out there to the school bus, you know, in my mind, I'm thinking all these people in these cars are thinking, oh my God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where was she at? Such a bad mom moment.
I think we're entitled to them. In my personal opinion, I feel like we're entitled to them.
I guess.
I mean, I plan on setting an alarm, so hopefully I set my alarm before I pass out, though.
Yeah.
And that's why I always set 18 alarms. Like, I kid you not. Like, if I have to be up and if I have to leave the house at 6, my alarm goes off at 5, 5:15, 5:30, 5:45, 5:50, 5:55, and 6. So, like, worst case scenario, hey, look, get up, put whatever you can find on.
I do the exact same thing. If I have to get up at a certain time, I'll set an alarm for every 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to be careful because I've been known to hit like stop instead of the snooze button, and then I get myself.
That's why I said so many.
I'm like, well, because I don't know what I'm doing, you know. But yeah,
Or I'll do the opposite. I'll mean to hit stop instead of snooze. So 9 minutes later, instead of 15, I get up. So, but I mentally count in my head. Okay, so that was a 5. We got 5:15. Then we got 5:30. So I have to get up now, but it'll only be 5:15, and then I'll be screwed for the rest of the day because I was really counting on that extra like 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, you're really so speaking of setting alarms. Apparently, I don't know how to set an alarm. I set an alarm for Bella Art Day Nicole, but it went off in the middle of the night. Needless to say, I missed the trace. Good grief. Did you check? You must have hit the like AM instead of PM or vice versa or whatever.
I'll tell you what, I didn't set an alarm. I set an alarm 5 minutes before, and then 1 minute before, and then 2 minutes after. That's my tactic when it comes to Diamond Art Club, Dream and Design, any release. Like when I was heavy into makeup and stuff like that, and they would launch palettes, I set my alarm 5 minutes before, 2 minutes before, and 2 minutes after. I'm liable to get one of them right. That's my method of thinking. Out of 3, I'll get 1.
Out of 3, at least 1 will be a good one.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like some of those palettes, like when I was heavy into the Jeffree Star stuff, I would like my coworker knows Like, she knew when Jeffree Star was releasing, because I would prepare her the whole week of it. I'd be like, listen, Jeffree Star releases today. I got to go on break at this time. I got to go find the strongest internet connection at this time with my card in my hand. And I need a full 5 minutes beforehand to panic and refresh. Like, not even lying. Like,
and right, Ureli, she says, girl, I don't know, my brain no worky recently. Yeah, that's that that pregnancy mush brain, and that kind of hangs around for a good long while after you have the baby.
Yep.
That's a fact.
Yep. I can confirm that this is true.
I used to be the person that like had my crap together all the time. I was always had my stuff together, you know. And then after
That's really cute. I never was.
And then now it's like, not so much. I try, but as far as Good Girls goes, there was a few pretty cool things that happened this episode. One, though, I felt so bad for Dean and his like bicycle. Like, that was weird though, right? I mean, it reminded me of like the dog who's always stuck inside all day and can't play with the other doggies in the neighborhood, and then finally gets loose. And then he realizes after a couple minutes of running down the road that he's like hit the end of his leash, you know? And he's like,
oh my God. I couldn't help but laugh a little bit. I'm sorry. I know that I'm like the worst person in the world for that, but like because it was so cute, because he gets all excited and he fixes his bike, and then he waits, and then he goes out, and meanwhile his wife is doing all kinds of nasty things up against the bookshelf, and I just couldn't help it. I'm sorry. I know I'm not a good person, but it made me laugh.
It was pretty funny, but I did feel so bad for him. But in my mind, I'm thinking he goes out to his garage and he pulls that big like cover off of this bicycle. The bicycle is in all kinds of like pieces. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You're going to work on this bike, but what are you going to do? Like exactly like Beth said, ride up and down the driveway like the little girl does. I mean, does he think he's going to be able to just ride for blocks and blocks and blocks?
He did, apparently.
Well, but she said she could work to get him a few more blocks on his little bracelet, you know.
His little bracelet. Oh my God, I'm dead.
And then he had to lay there the whole time while it was charging, and God.
I was laughing. I know it's bad, but I couldn't help it. It made me laugh so hard, because it's like, this man cheated on her how many times? With how many different women? Now he's stuck up in that house, cannot leave, and she does all kinds of nasty things up against the bookshelf, and I just couldn't help it.
And did you notice that Rio didn't even bother to shut that door? There's 52 people having dinner out in their backyard, and nobody decided to walk in at that exact minute. Really?
I don't know. That's that's pretty unrealistic. If you're asking for my opinion, I know you're not, but I think it's unrealistic. So I'm gonna give you my opinion. It's pretty. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't either. You really said my husband had to remind me that I was cooking yesterday because I forgot and started diamond painting. He's like, hey, honey, you got some food in there on the stove. Boil it over. Oopsie.
That's maximum pregnancy brain. But you know what? I've done it. Like, my sister does it, and she's not pregnant, so I can't even. But like the other day, she was making food and I was on the phone with her and she's like, "Oh no, the beans!"
She was like, "Oh no, the what?"
The beans.
Oh.
And then she did it again a couple minutes later. She was like, "Oh shoot, I'm cooking." Oh look, it's Miss Bev B. Sorry, I'm late. Unacceptable. Unacceptable for Bev.
Yeah, we need a tardy slip, please.
You're going to the principal's office.
You need to go to the principal's office and get a blue slip.
You're gonna go in internal internal suspension. Oh my god.
Suspension.
I need help. We knew that. That's not
Detention.
Yeah, suspension, detention, dispension, same thing. I was on a Zoom call. Unacceptable.
Yeah, that's not acceptable. Next in line on Good Girls, though. So we talked about the non-smash. That was kind of like a pre-smash, but the smash never happened.
Oh.
And then there was Dean and his bicycle. We met the grandma who's the boss. The grandma was kind of cool, though. She was like looking at that one dude that was like being mean. Like, you better shut your mouth. You know what I mean?
I
And
bet
then
Leo's the
there
favorite.
were Bev said, "Jenny, are you using Tic Tacs and Harbor Freight?" No. I'm using...
That's me. I'm doing that.
Oh, hold on.
Wow.
Using
You
this.
can't even tell us apart?
They're the bottles.
That's me who's doing Tic Tacs and Harbor Freight, Bev. You can't tell us apart?
Oh, I see. I didn't realize you were using Tic Tacs and Harbor Freight. What else? There was, okay, let's talk about the therapist knocking on the door at Annie's place, whatever. She...
Very inebriated.
Huh?
Very inebriated.
Oh, yeah. He was drunker than a monkey. And he was like, she's like, "You need to go home." And he's like, "No, please let me in. I think I'm going to crap myself." I was like, "Oh, God." And she's like, and then they have the whole pooping conversation in bed. He's like,
and I was like, oh my God.
I thought it was awesome because that just goes to show, like, how, oh, thank you, Bev. Game over, she says.
Whatever,
Bev. She said, "Sorry, I wasn't paying enough attention." But what was I going to say? Shoot. What was I talking about?
It just goes to show something.
Huh?
You said it just goes to show.
Because
they were having a pooping conversation.
The pooping conversation. It goes to show that they're very comfortable with each other, is what I was going to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he's like, I just go to the Starbucks down the street and they already like leave a key out for me or whatever. and
that's bad.
And for her or something. And she's like, "You mean she poops at the Starbucks too?" And he's like, "No, she just doesn't poop at all." And she's like, "That's very unhealthy."
Apparently, she eats so clean. There's very little waste.
Yeah, right.
And I was just like, wow, that's crazy.
And then he like lovingly and so sweetly was looking at her and he said, "You know, you ruined my bathroom the first time each other in our first session. And she's like, I thought I sprayed. And he said, you didn't spray enough. I just love that whole conversation. I know it's weird. I know it's stupid. But but then he like falls asleep and she wakes him up on the couch with a cup of coffee. And then they hug each other like he's going to go on and go through with it and get married. Is that how you took it?
I thought that he was going to get married that day because they repeatedly said something about it's go time or it's not go time, it's almost go time and stuff like that. So I was like, oh shoot, he's gonna get married today? Like,
yeah,
he
it was
slept on another woman's
because
couch.
that was his bachelor party.
Yeah,
the night before.
Right. So I'm thinking like, I mean, I don't know. I get maybe we'll find like because we're obviously not gonna see the wedding, so maybe he'll come over that night and be like, I was a runaway bride or something like that.
A runaway groom.
Yeah.
I don't know
like
though,
that.
because she was like, do you want to be with me or is it that you just don't want to be with her? And he didn't answer.
I mean, who would want to be with her? She didn't seem like the type of person that was good for much, except for not having bowel movements.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, to each their own. She's just not. I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't really have a right to say she's not my type, but I mean, I wouldn't marry her.
Yeah.
What do I know?
I don't know. I just feel bad for her. And I feel like, I mean, last week or whenever it was, the week before, I don't remember, he like had this really sad, longing look on his face when she turned around and walked out the door, out of his office. Yep. And I'm like, he's in love with her.
But I'll tell you what, I don't much feel bad for him after all she's given him many opportunities to, make something happen. So I do not much feel bad for him.
Right.
I feel bad for Annie.
Oh, I do too.
But let's talk about Annie for a second. She got her GED.
Yeah, and she almost paid for it or tried to pay for it.
I know. She's like, just if there's anything I can do, let me know. And he's like, you can sit down.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? But I thought it was super cute because they're like in the shower trying to get connection. And like, I love their whole relationship, the Ben and Annie relationship. I love it so much. But
yeah, I do too.
I especially love that particular moment because they're in the oh, look, it's Chris. I'm kitting up for your event right now. You're not event.
Hey, Chris.
They were in the shower and they're trying to get Wi-Fi from their neighbor, and he's like, oh no. And she's like, oh.
Yeah.
He's like, we're gonna have to pay for 2 people to go to college.
Yeah. That was so cool.
That was a good moment.
Yeah, that was really cool. Ureli says, Chris. Yeah, that was really cool. And then let's talk about the whole, I'm really sort of, can you explain to me the whole...
Don't ask me to explain anything, acting like I know something.
Well, I'm really confused at the whole, they knocked down that jewelry place in order for them to get took to jail.
Yep. So that they would start paying them.
But I don't understand that.
Like they wanted a cut because they were talking about I can't remember. Oh, they mentioned getting a cut and they were like, you're not getting a cut. And they're like, what about our future life? And they're like, you're not gonna have a life if we don't make this work. And so then they were like, okay, so we'll show you. We're going to get what we want. So they fake robbed a bank so that they could get money, like a cut, because they weren't going to pay him up until, because she played it so good. They were going to rob the place and then purposely get caught. And then, oh wow, I guess I do know something today. And then, they're like, fine, then you can rot. And this is how they played it real good. She's like, oh, can you just have the security guard bring me my phone? I hate it when people don't respond to e-invites, implying that she had got the invite to meet Rio's boss.
Right.
So that's kind of what happened there. And I loved every second of that. Every second.
Yeah, it was cool, but I was just like, I just didn't understand the whole thing surrounding it. Like, what if the guy and the girl FBI people were like, okay, so you robbed this place, now you're just going to sit in jail?
I guess basically they knew that wasn't going to happen because they want Rio's boss real bad, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. That was.
Well, you saw how quickly he turned around.
Yeah, I know.
I hate it when people don't respond to e-invites.
Yeah, that was funny. And can we talk? There was, I almost screenshotted it, but I wanted, because I saw this and I was like, oh my Lord. But you know how there was the part where Elizabeth is like chopping the cucumbers in the kitchen, and in her, I mean, it's obviously in her mind, but physically on the camera, you see Rio, and then you see the two FBI people that are like constantly in her head,
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, chop, 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 chop. First of all, I was waiting for her to just plumb chop a finger off.
Me too.
Second, when she lays in the bed and then the one FBI is on one side and the FBI girl is on the other side, and Rio's standing at the foot of the bed or whatever, she wakes up the next morning and she rolls over and looks at her phone. And when she does that, her right boobage is literally under her chin.
Yep.
Like a chin pillow. Did you see that?
Yeah, it happens to me.
Oh my God. I'm like, Lord have mercy.
She just got some big breasticles.
She does. She does. But I feel like they're almost like a little bit too high up on her body.
She, you know what? It makes her like all things considered, I thought she was a thicker woman just because they do so many like up top shots with her boobs in it. And like she's like Dolly Parton-esque, real skinny, real slim waist with boobs that just like
go for days.
They make her look like a thicker woman.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how skinny she was until we started doing more more shots with her backed up a little bit.
Yeah. Crazy. Oh, Gail says she's home now.
Oh, good. What was it that we had to ask her? Oh, when Rio was leaving the room after the bookshelf thing, I thought that he said, "Oh, hey, I like you," or something like that. But Jenny thinks that he said, "Oh, they like you," as in the family. So which one is it? When she was on Mad Men, you could totally see her figure. It's going to be licensed by DAC. That's awesome news, Bev. That's fantastic because I have some designs I'd like to get from her, but I don't want to go through mindfulness because they're mindlessness. So anyways, yeah, what did they say? What did they say? Did he say they liked you, or did he say I like you? I need to know. I guess we all need to know, but like
Yeah. Oh, I hate when I get my tray stuck to my canvas.
Me too.
What else happened?
So
Stan
much.
Stan comes home. He wakes Ruby up, and there's literally like a living room full of fake handbags.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was so funny. Oh my god.
Gail says they. Gail says she heard they.
Okay.
So I will, I'm probably wrong then, but I swear I heard, because I was like, oh, he likes her, and I'm having like a whole moment, like she's accepted now. Okay, all right. Well, that makes me sad a little bit. Not gonna lie to you there.
Yeah. That's kind of what I thought too, was they like you. As in she is accepted, but I don't know. That whole scene was quite a doozy, right? Oh,
I know.
quite a doozy. Very, very good. Very, very, very good.
Did we
I'm
miss
trying to.
anything?
Yeah, I feel like there are bits and pieces that we still need to talk about. Trying to remember what though. Oh, the chick. They're sitting in the
I
van, the
like your
surveillance
eyes.
van, and he
Oh, yeah.
trying to tell her, she's not your friend, blah blah blah, because she was legit like staring a hole through her the night before. She's like, "What do you call that?" And Annie's like, eyeshadow.
I thought Ruby was hilarious. She'll send you a link.
Yeah, she's like, she'll send you the link. Oh my god, that was so funny.
That made me laugh so much.
Ruby's facial expressions crack me up.
She's very expressive. I love it.
Yeah. Very expressive. But yeah, the chick had wore eyeshadow in the surveillance van, and the guy's like, "What'd you do to your face?" She's like, "What?" And he's like, "She's not your friend, blah blah blah." And then he says, "Oh, and it's not your color," or something, and she like rolls her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, don't be so mean. She has like no self-esteem. You know what I mean? As
I
far as being
know.
a girl goes.
Poor girl.
Mm.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
I think my favorite part of the whole thing was, oh my god, the whole, like, when they're trying to rob it and they're like, where is he? Where is he? And then Annie goes, donuts.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, I thought it was tomorrow.
Yeah, I thought it was tomorrow. Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, I forgot about him until it was like at the very beginning of the episode, and I was like, poor guy. And she pushes those like Oreo cookies towards him, and she's like, and he knows. He's like, she gonna ask me to do something.
Oh my goodness.
But he's funny.
Yes, I love him. Oh, I'm backwards with my numbers. Oh.
I'm trying to do all this like 310 work on this section. I don't think I'm going to get this
I
done in time for Mother's Day. Oh my God. For Earth Day.
okay. Well, how much longer do you have? Like how farther? How farther? That's really great English.
In order for me to finish it, oh Mickey, honey, you've got to start the second season.
Oh my goodness, do it.
She said, I've been here the whole time, too busy to chat. I believe I haven't started second season. You got to start it. It's so good.
It is.
I mean, this is season 4 now that we're in. You're way behind.
Catch up.
Huh?
It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Yeah, very good stuff. What was I going to say?
I don't know. I'm so helpful, aren't I?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Was it? I don't know.
This happens to me too much. I always do this. I forget what I was going to say.
Did I write a number wrong?
Did you
Oh,
what?
just kidding. No, I'm just not good at everything. That's all. Well, what is this color for? Why are they gonna make 3770 white on the canvas? Like, no wonder I'm confused.
Oh, you're hitting that one up.
Yeah.
Yes, Mickey. If they're on season 4 now. She said, "Holy crap! Curly crap!"
That's good stuff.
Can't remember what the name of it is. Bev wants to know what your canvas is.
Murderous. MERDELIS. It's probably not Murderous. It's probably like Murderly or something like that. You know, you're probably not supposed to pronounce the S. But here I am, not an English or any language major, so it's this one, just in case you were wanting to see the thumbnail picture.
Thumbnail.
Yep. And I'm almost done kitting up too. And then I'm probably going to section this one in Moon Goddess off, and I'm going to try and get that done today. And then I can work on Sedusa for the rest of Medusa/Sedusa, because it's Medusa on the website, but Sedusa on all the papers, all the canvas stuff, everything. It says Sedusa except for online. So whatever you want to call that one is the one I'm currently working on. I just wanted to get this one kitted up so I would be ready to go.
I remember now what I was talking about. You had asked me how many sections I had. And so I'd already figured it out. In order for me to finish this by the 22nd and do a post review of it on the 22nd, I would have to do 3 release paper sections a day.
Okay, well, how many do you do a night?
1, usually. But I haven't been like tons of diamond painting. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't been doing it like I was with the Chuck Pinson one. So I could, like, really sit down and diamond paint. But
do it.
A lot of other things lately, you know, instead of just diamond painting off and on all day. I've been like working on decluttering the house and doing things.
Yeah. We've been doing so good at that. I just want to say, I want to congratulate us both publicly, because we are the type of people that will neglect everything for diamond painting, and we have been prioritizing housework lately, and that's crazy.
Yeah. Say thank you.
We're doing so good. Congratulations. I'm proud of us both.
Thank you, and congratulations to you too.
Thanks. Thank you. I think we're doing so good.
However, if you were to walk in my house, it looks the same right now as it did before. Before I even clean, I'm just going through every room and everything and like getting rid of it. Like I'm like Marie Kondoing everything.
Do it.
I'm not actually using Marie Kondo, but you know how her whole like, does it bring you joy kind of thing. So that's kind of like what if I don't love it and use the heck out of it, I ain't got time or space for it. So. And the last place that I would work would be my crafting section because nobody wants to get rid of a single solitary nothing, you know?
You can do it. Uh-oh. Somehow I messed up here.
Thanks, Mickey. Thanks, Bev. Oh, Mickey said yesterday I watched Leaving Neverland on Prime. 2 parts and had to pay for it. I'm assuming it's something to do with Michael Jackson. Which is funny because I have been listening to his list. I've got like a playlist of his, just like old music, not none of his like new stuff, but a bunch of his old classic stuff. And oh my god, like nonstop listening to it. Whenever I'm like working, I put my headphones on and play it over and over and over.
That's fun. Yep.
I know.
Bev put it up there. My cleaning music is typically Post Malone or a podcast or like somebody's video that I wanted to watch. Very boring. But I kitted up my Murderous. This is what it looks like in all of its glory here.
Pretty.
I'm gonna try to go slower. Yep, that's what it looks like. It's really tiny. It's just a 28 by 50, so I feel like I can do it pretty quickly.
Yeah, I know Shay saw that one and she was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I got really lucky with this one. I want to place a drill down. Christopher, can I place a drill?
He's like, nope. When does it start? April or March, May? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but he said it doesn't have to be a new start. But like now that it's kitted up, I want to. Why are you not finishing? Mind your business, Bev. I'll get to it when I get to it.
What you want to know why you're not finishing? Oh, the beast.
Leave me alone. I'm doing fine. Leave me alone. It's fine. I'm fine. I can place a drill. All right. Christopher said I can place a drill.
Yay!
Nope. Should I place a drill? I'm gonna place one drill.
If you place a drill, are you gonna be able to stop?
No, I'm gonna put it away.
Oh God.
So
all right, youngins. I think that's it. We're at 1 o'clock.
Good. I'm gonna go take a nap.
Hold on. Mickey says yesterday I threw away 2 of Mom and Dad's big flowery chairs and Grandma's recliner. Oh. That's the grandma I was talking about was the that recliner. Yeah, that's sad. That recliner has been there in that house for God, a billion years. But yeah, Mickey, do you remember Grandma's Harlequin romance books? Do you remember? You know? Bev says, not Bev. Ureli says, bye. Robert Corn says, Bev, Abigail can't because it's too much of a beast.
I'm actually pretty close to being done on it. I'd say I have maybe if I was working on it diligently, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks left.
Oh, she said, yeah, she remembers Grandma's Harlequin romances. Yeah, I was telling him earlier, she always had one on her table. Yeah. I was telling them that, because we were talking about books, and I was telling her that Grandma was where I became like acquainted with Harlequin romance novels because I would like want to read some of her books. And if she saw me with one of those Harlequin romance novels, she was always like, "No, honey, you can't read that one." So then that made me even more, what happens when you tell a kid they can't do something, they're going to do something, or they're going to wonder why they can't read that one. And then I was like, when I figured out what those books were all about, then I was like, Grandma. Well. Hey, Mariah, you popped in just as we're getting ready to head out the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a nap. Hopefully it's a real nap this time, because y'all know I've been taking a lot of non-nap naps.
A lot of non-naps. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I lay down in bed and don't actually fall asleep.
I hate that. If I lay down in the bed, if I plan on even laying down in the bed to like edit a video, then I would fall asleep every single time.
See, I don't have that. I'm not lucky like that. But I have to set up. I have to go to the school today. When I pick him up, I have to stop at the store on the way. So I need to set my alarm for probably like 2:30. So I better go take a nap now.
Yeah, you better go do that. Good girls, it's not on next Sunday, said Gail.
It's not on next Sunday?
Well, we have to reconfigure our Monday schedule anyway because of Abigail's schedule at work changing a little bit. So we'll, I guess, keep an eye out in our video, like on our community tab or something, and we'll
Yeah, we'll let you know. That works out then, because then we don't have to skip this one or move it around because it's skipped for us. So
right.
Oh, you guys, my sparklers are in my mailbox. Should I go get them? No,
Your
because
what is?
if I get them, my sparklers.
Ooh.
But if I go get them, that means I will want to open them and film with them, and I just want to nap.
Go take a nap now and get your sparklers when you get ready to go get him, and you can look at him when you come back home.
Okay. All right.
Promise, promise?
I'm going to bed.
Okay. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with us. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button before you skedaddle out the door. And we'll see you guys later. Everybody have a good rest of your day. Bye.
Bye. Bye.